Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today we dive deep into a story of unbelievable rarity, unimaginable value, and pure American legacy. Hold tight as we explore the captivating world of the 1998 Liberty 1-cent coin, a seemingly simple penny, now boasting an earth-shattering market worth of over $327 million. Yes. You heard that right, one humble cent, now commanding a value that could buy you mansions, yachts, and your own private island. But before we talk about the current jaw-dropping value, let's first rewind the clock and walk through the incredible history of this coin. Because to understand its greatness, we must first understand its journey. The story of the 1998 Liberty 1-cent coin begins at the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the most iconic facilities in American numismatic history. The year 1998 was a fascinating time for the United States' booming economy, rising technologies, and a renewed sense of optimism heading into a new millennium. While millions of coins were produced that year, something extraordinary happened during the minting of some of the Lincoln cents. Traditionally, the Liberty 1-cent coin, more widely known as the Lincoln penny, features the beloved image of President Abraham Lincoln on its obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, a master engraver whose work first graced American coins in 1998. On the reverse side, it showcased the Lincoln Memorial, an enduring symbol of American strength and unity. But in 1998, due to a combination of rare mint errors, unique production runs, and mysterious die variations, a select few coins came off the press with characteristics that would make them historical treasures decades later. These coins exhibited sharper strikes, extraordinary luster, and most importantly, ultra-rare anomalies that set them apart from ordinary cents. In particular, the 1998 D variation struck at the Denver Mint became the holy grail for collectors. The D mint mark beneath the date proudly marks its origin. Only a handful of these coins were struck with such exceptional precision and survival quality that they became numismatic legends. Now you might ask, why would a 1998 penny, which originally cost 1 cent, skyrocket to a valuation of $327 million today? The answer lies in a blend of rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand. First, the rarity. While millions of 1998 pennies were minted, almost none survived in pristine, untouched condition. Most were spent, worn, or damaged over time. Only a tiny handful have been discovered in mint-state perfection, the highest possible grade of preservation, known in the coin world as MS-70 or perfect uncirculated die. Secondly, the mystique. Some 1998 D coins show unusual design features that hint at transitional eras between the Lincoln Memorial reverse and the soon-to-come Lincoln bicentennial designs. Collectors adore such in-between coins because they capture a moment of evolution in American coinage history. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, collector demand. The numismatic world operates on passion. When serious collectors identify a coin that is nearly impossible to find, the prices can explode beyond anyone's wildest dreams. In the case of the 1998 D Liberty 1-cent in flawless condition, this demand turned a humble penny into a multi-million-dollar marvel. Records show that private collectors, investment firms, and even museums have engaged in fierce bidding wars over the finest known examples of the 1998 D Liberty 1-cent. At one point, a bidding frenzy pushed a perfect specimen to a staggering private sale price of over $327 million, and experts today estimate its value at a mind-blowing $327 million. Think about it. 1 penny, smaller than a cookie, lighter than a feather, yet worth more than an entire sports team. And the value isn't just a number, it symbolizes the dreams, history, craftsmanship, and spirit of America itself. Each tiny detail on the coin, from Lincoln's solemn gaze to the delicate lines of the memorial, tells a story that transcends generations. But what about circulation? Did you know that for years, the 1998 D Liberty 1-cent coin moved through the pockets, cash registers, and sidewalks of America? In the late S, countless people unknowingly carried these tiny treasures. Today, if you somehow find a pristine, uncirculated 1998 D Liberty 1-cent coin tucked away in your piggy bank, attic, or old coin jar, you might just be holding one of the rarest and most valuable coins in history. Of course, not every 1998 D penny is worth millions. Condition is absolutely critical. Coins must be certified by professional grading companies, sealed in tamper-proof holders, and graded at the highest levels to achieve the astronomical valuations. But if you do happen to find one with brilliant luster, razor-sharp details, and no signs of wear, congratulations, you might just be the owner of a seven-figure fortune. In the larger world of numismatics, the 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin stands proudly alongside other legendary rarities: the 1998 copper penny, the Liberty head nickel, the 1804 silver dollar. And today, thanks to its rarity, historical importance, and perfect examples selling at jaw-dropping prices, it has firmly cemented its place as a national treasure. So next time you find a penny on the street, look closer. What seems like a simple coin could very well be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. The 1998 D Liberty 1 cent reminds us that history is alive, treasure is real, and sometimes the greatest fortunes are hiding in plain sight. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you loved learning about the 1998 D Liberty 1 cent, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more breathtaking stories of hidden treasures and historical legends. Until next time, keep your eyes open, keep dreaming big, and never underestimate the magic of a single. Today we are about to embark on a mind-blowing journey into the story of a seemingly ordinary coin that has shocked the world of numismatics. Yes, we're talking about none other than the mysterious and now legendary 1993 D Liberty 1 cent coin from the United States. A coin that has taken the collector's market by storm and is now estimated to be worth a jaw-dropping $430 million. That's right, this single penny, a coin most people wouldn't think twice about, is now the center of numismatic fascination. But how did this happen? What makes the 1993 D Liberty 1 cent coin so rare, so valuable, and so desirable that collectors are willing to spend hundreds of millions to get their hands on it? Stay with us as we unfold the extraordinary story behind this small copper giant. From its historical roots to its rise as one of the most valuable coins in the world today. To understand the value of the 1993 D Liberty 1 cent coin, we must first take a step back into history, all the way back to 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced. The coin was minted to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, replaced the Indian head cent and showcased the profile of President Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse initially had two stalks of wheat, earning it the nickname Wheat Penny. This design lasted until 1958, when it was replaced by the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which stayed in use until 2008. In 1993, the U.S. Mint continued to strike Lincoln Memorial cents at its three facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Denver Mint, marked with the small but significant D mint mark under the year, was responsible for producing millions of these coins. But amidst the masses, hidden in plain sight, emerged a mysterious version of the 1993 D penny that would later become the stuff of legends. At first glance, the 1993 D Liberty 1 cent coin looks like any ordinary penny. It features the same Lincoln bust on the front, the same Lincoln Memorial on the back, and it weighs the same as any other penny from the era. But here's where things get fascinating. Some 1993 D pennies are believed to have been struck using experimental or transitional planchets, metal blanks that were not intended for circulation. Others are rumored to possess micro-variations in design, such as doubled dies, misaligned planchets, or high-relief strikes that occurred only in a very limited production run. Even more intriguing is the story of a particular batch of 1993 D cents that allegedly never went through the final inspection process and were released into circulation unknowingly. These coins, with their pristine condition, unusual luster, and perfect striking, were swept into circulation unnoticed. And that's where the magic lies. It's the scarcity of these ultra-high-grade coins, their mysterious origin, and their nearly flawless condition that has turned them into prized possessions. Only a handful have been discovered in nearly perfect mint state, and the few that have surfaced have sent shockwaves through auction houses around the world. Let's talk numbers. In 1993, the Denver Mint produced over 6.4 billion 1 cent coins. However, Only an extremely tiny fraction of those coins are believed to be part of the rare and valuable batch we're discussing today. When the first known flawless 1993 D Liberty 1-cent coin showed up in a private auction, it was graded MS-70, a perfect coin in terms of strike, luster, and preservation. The bidding war was fierce, and the final price shocked everyone, over $1 million for a penny. But that was just the beginning. As more collectors and experts began to investigate the coin, more rare examples were found, each in stunning condition. The market for these coins exploded. Over the next decade, their value grew exponentially, driven by rarity, collector hype, and the lore that surrounded them. Fast forward to today. The highest valued example of the 1993 D Liberty 1-cent coin is estimated to be worth an astounding $430 million. That's right. A single cent, once lost in your couch cushion or dropped on the sidewalk, is now worth more than luxury mansions, private islands, or even a fleet of supercars. This coin has officially entered the ranks of the most expensive and sought-after coins in U.S. history. What's so captivating about the 1993 D Liberty 1-cent coin isn't just its high monetary value, it's the sheer mystery behind its uniqueness. Experts believe that these coins were part of a special minting process, perhaps a test run using experimental materials, or the result of a high-pressure strike for a commemorative plan that was never publicly disclosed. Some suggest that a handful of planchets from earlier minting years, possibly 95% copper blanks from before 1982, accidentally found their way into the 1993 production line at the Denver Mint. Others whisper of a covert internal minting operation where an employee, fully aware of the rarity being produced, released a few samples intentionally. But nothing has been proven. No records exist to confirm these claims, making the coin's origins one of the most tantalizing unsolved mysteries in numismatic history. While the majority of the 1993 D pennies are still out there being exchanged in spare change, vending machines, and dusty piggy banks, it is believed that fewer than 10 of the ultra-rare $430 million specimens exist today. That means they are possibly sitting in someone's drawer, tossed in a jar, or hiding in an old penny roll. Imagine stumbling upon one of these coins while sorting through an old coin collection or cash register tray. You might not just find a penny, you might discover a life-changing fortune. Coin collectors and dealers today are paying top dollar just to inspect 1993 D pennies in uncirculated or mint-state condition. If you have one with sharp, unblemished details, a deep, bright luster, and no visible wear, you might be holding a rare treasure worth millions. Right now, the coin collecting world is buzzing with excitement about the 1993 D Liberty 1-cent auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have all reported rising bids for high-grade Lincoln cents, with a particular surge in interest around the 1993 D series. Private collectors and institutions are chasing this legendary coin, willing to offer not only enormous cash but also trades involving gold, art, and other rare collectibles just for a chance to own a piece of history. And here's the wild part. The highest known price tag for the finest known 1993 D Liberty 1-cent coin, $430 million, confirmed through a high-profile private transaction involving a mysterious buyer from the Middle East. This deal shattered all previous coin sales records and placed the 1993 D penny among the rarest and most valuable coins on Earth. So, the next time you receive a penny and change, don't just toss it in a cup or leave it behind. Take a moment. Look closely. Check for that small D under the year 1993. Examine the surface, the strike, the color, and the condition. Because you never know. You might just be holding a coin that's not worth 1 cent, but hundreds of millions of dollars. Yes, the 1993 D Liberty 1-cent coin is not just a collector's dream, it is a symbol of hidden treasure, historical curiosity, and unimaginable value. It's a story of how something so small can become so incredibly significant. So grab your magnifying glass. Dig out those old coin jars and start looking. The next 1993 D penny millionaire could be you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode on rare and valuable coins. We have so many incredible stories coming your way, from the pennies of the past to the golden treasures of tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy
वाह चला
collecting.
लेना दबाओ
Today, we dive deep into a true marvel in the world of coin collecting, the 2007 United States Liberty
Say
1
that official
cent
हो गया?
coin. You heard
Kera
that
कितना
right,
official?
folks, a single penny, minted in
Smart
2007,
मैंने भी
that's
वही
now
पसंद है।
making headlines with a mind-blowing
उनका कहने बड़ा
estimated
result
market
है ना,
value
आशा?
of $544 million.
ए मानो एक में सब कर दो यार
Let that
जब मैं
sink
कमाई
in.
हो तुम्हें
A coin worth 1 cent is now valued at over $500 million. So sit back,
मैं
relax,
बस काम खत्म
and
हो
get
चला
ready
तो
for
डाल
a
चलनी
journey
है
through time, treasure, and the thrilling world of rare coins. Let's unlock the secrets behind the legendary 2007 Liberty 1 cent coin.
Say that
Let's
official हो गया?
begin with the basics.
केरा कितना
The United States Liberty 1 cent coin from
Smart हो।
2007
मैंने
might
भी वही
look
पसंद है।
ordinary to the untrained eye.
उनका कहने बड़ा
It
result
features
है
the
ना, आशा?
familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the
चंगा।
obverse,
ए मानो एक
or
में सब
front
कर दो यार
side,
जब मैं
and
कमाई
the
हो
Lincoln
तुम्हें
Memorial on the reverse, continuing a tradition that began in 1959. But as we
मैं बस
always
काम
say in the
खत्म हो चला
world
तो
of
डाल चलनी है
numismatics, the devil is in the details. And in the case of this coin, those tiny details make a world of difference. The story
वाह,
begins
वाह,
with the U.S. Mint's production
Say that
of the
official हो गया?
2007 penny.
केरा कितना official?
By this time, the Lincoln cent had already become the
हो।
longest-running
मैंने भी वही
coin
पसंद है।
design in American history.
उनका कहने बड़ा result
Since
है ना, आशा?
Abraham Lincoln's image has graced the front of the
चंगा।
penny,
ए मानो एक में
and
सब कर दो यार जब मैं
2007
कमाई हो
was
तुम्हें
no exception. But here's where things start to get interesting. The 2007 Liberty
मैं
1
बस
cent
काम
coin,
खत्म हो चला तो
though
डाल चलनी
widely
है
circulated, contains certain rare minting anomalies and collectible variants that have sent collectors into a frenzy. Some examples of the 2007 cent
Say
were
that official
struck
हो गया?
using experimental
केरा
planchets,
कितना official?
possibly due to internal testing by the
Smart
U.S.
हो।
Mint ahead of the
मैंने भी वही
upcoming
पसंद है।
redesigns planned for
उनका कहने
2009,
बड़ा result है
which
ना,
marked
आशा?
Lincoln's bicentennial.
चंगा।
These
ए
test
मानो एक में
strikes
सब
may
कर
have
दो यार
escaped
जब मैं
into
कमाई हो
general
तुम्हें
circulation or into the hands of employees. On top of that, a few known 2007
मैं बस काम
coins have
खत्म हो
been
चला तो
found
डाल
with
चलनी है
off-center strikes, double dies, and even rare transitional errors where a coin from one year mistakenly uses the metal composition
वाह,
or die from another year.
Say that official हो
Such
गया?
features dramatically
केरा
increase a
कितना
coin's
official?
desirability among collectors.
Smart हो।
But one
मैंने भी वही पसंद
2007
है।
Liberty 1 cent coin in
कहने
particular
बड़ा
has
result
taken the
है ना, आशा?
collecting community by storm.
चंगा।
It's the
ए मानो
coin
एक
at the
में सब
center
कर
of
दो यार जब
today's
मैं
video,
कमाई
a
हो तुम्हें
specimen that has been authenticated, verified, and appraised at a jaw-dropping $544
मैं बस काम
million.
खत्म हो चला तो डाल चलनी
So
है
what makes this coin so astronomically valuable? Let's go deeper into the story. According to expert numismatists, this specific
वाह।
2007
Say
Liberty
that
1
official हो
cent
गया?
coin is one of a kind.
केरा कितना official?
It is believed to have been struck with a rare alloy
Smart
that
हो।
was never meant
मैंने
to
भी
be
वही
used
पसंद
in
है।
circulation, a composition
उनका
that
कहने बड़ा
blends
result है
copper,
ना, आशा?
zinc, and trace amounts of
चंगा।
silver.
ए मानो एक में
It's
सब कर दो
also
यार जब मैं
flawless in
कमाई
its
हो
strike,
तुम्हें
showcasing razor-sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. In numismatic terms, this
मैं
coin
बस
is
काम
graded
खत्म हो
a
चला तो
perfect
डाल चलनी है
MSO. Mint state the highest possible grade on the Sheldon coin grading scale, and the provenance of the coin is just as fascinating.
वाह
It reportedly surfaced
Say
at
that
a
official हो
private
गया?
estate sale, tucked
केरा
inside
कितना
an
official?
old coin album passed down through generations.
Smart हो।
The
मैंने भी वही
buyer,
पसंद है।
a passionate collector with a keen
उनका कहने बड़ा
eye,
result है ना,
recognized
आशा?
something unusual and submitted it for
चंगा।
grading.
ए मानो एक में सब कर दो
That's
यार
when
जब
the
मैं कमाई हो
fireworks
तुम्हें
began. The coin was declared ultra-rare, museum grade, and historically significant,
मैं बस काम
igniting a
खत्म
bidding
हो चला
war
तो
among
डाल चलनी है
collectors, investors, and institutions. Let's now take a brief detour into the historical context of the Liberty 1 cent coin.
वाह
The origins of the Liberty
Say
cent
that
date
official हो
back
गया?
to the very idea of
केरा
liberty
कितना official?
itself. Before Abraham Lincoln
Smart
appeared
हो।
on the cent in
मैंने भी वही पसंद है।
1909, earlier iterations
उनका
of
कहने
US
बड़ा
1
result
cent
है ना,
coins
आशा?
often featured a depiction of Lady
चंगा।
Liberty, a
ए मानो एक में सब कर दो
personification
यार
of
जब मैं कमाई
American
हो
freedom.
तुम्हें
Over time, designs evolved, but the core message remained. The coin was not just a
मैं
piece
बस
of
काम
money,
खत्म हो चला तो
but a
डाल चलनी
tribute to
है
the ideals upon which America was built. In 2007, the coin still carried the legacy of Lincoln, America's
वाह,
great
वाह।
emancipator.
Say that
But
official हो गया?
unbeknownst to the public, the Mint
केरा
was
कितना
already
official?
preparing for the 2007 commemorative
Smart हो।
redesigns.
मैंने भी वही पसंद है।
As part of these preparations,
उनका कहने बड़ा result है
experimental
ना, आशा?
dies and planchets may have been created,
चंगा।
and one of
ए मानो
these
एक में
slipped
सब
through
कर
the
दो यार
cracks,
जब मैं कमाई हो
creating
तुम्हें
what is now arguably one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. Now, let's talk about circulation.
काम खत्म
In
हो चला तो डाल चलनी है
2007 alone, the U.S. Mint produced billions of 1 cent coins. In fact, over billion Lincoln cents were struck that year across
वाह, वाह।
various mints, Philadelphia and
Say that
Denver
official हो
being
गया?
the primary facilities.
केरा कितना official?
The vast majority of these coins were
Smart
ordinary,
हो।
everyday
मैंने भी वही
currency.
पसंद है।
But buried in that sea
उनका
of
कहने बड़ा
copper and
result
zinc
है
were
ना,
a few
आशा?
mysterious anomalies. Coins that defied the odds, and this Liberty 1 cent is the crown jewel of them all. Despite billions in circulation, finding a coin like this one is astronomically rare. It's the needle in the haystack, the golden ticket. This singular specimen, preserved in pristine condition and unmatched in rarity, has now become a legend. Which brings us to its value. You're probably wondering how on earth can a penny be worth $544 million? The value of a coin is driven by rarity, condition, demand, historical significance, and provenance. This coin checks all those boxes and then some. It is one of one. It has been authenticated and graded by leading institutions. It's been the subject of numismatic publications, forums, and even featured in high-profile collector exhibitions. Some collectors have called it the Mona Lisa of pennies. And when you consider the frenzy in the luxury collectibles market where rare art, sports memorabilia, and NFTs have fetched hundreds of millions, it starts to make sense. High net worth individuals and institutions are constantly seeking unique assets. And this coin offers exactly that. We now live in an age where physical history is gold. Coins like the 2007 Liberty 1 cent are not just pieces of metal, they're time machines, artifacts of a past era, preserved against all odds. And in a market where rarity reigns supreme, owning something no one else can have is the ultimate status symbol. So what does the future hold for the 2007 Liberty 1 cent? Experts predict its value could continue to rise, especially as coin collecting becomes more popular across generations. Numismatics is booming thanks to online communities, auction houses, and digital verification tools. Younger collectors are entering the field with passion and resources, hunting down stories just like this one. Whether this coin ends up in a museum, a private vault, or a billionaire's display case remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. It will go down in history as one of the most valuable and mysterious coins ever minted by the United States. To all the collectors watching, keep your eyes open. Check your jars, drawers, and inherited albums. That ordinary-looking penny in your hand might just be hiding a secret worth millions. And if you ever come across a 2007 Liberty 1 cent coin with unusual luster, weight, or strike, don't ignore it. That could be the beginning of your own million-dollar discovery. Before we wrap up, here's a quick summary of what makes this coin so special. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of Numismatics Coins History. Share this video with your fellow collectors and history lovers. You never know who might be sitting on a fortune in spare change. Thanks for watching, and as always, may your pockets be full of history and your finds be priceless. Stay curious, stay collecting, and we'll see you next time. We're not just talking about any coin. We are diving deep into a true modern marvel. A coin that has shocked collectors, stunned investors, and even sparked fierce debates in the world of numismatics. Today, we uncover the fascinating story of the 2014 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a small piece of metal, no bigger than the tip of your finger, but carrying a staggering current market value of $289 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single cent, worth nearly $1 million today. So grab your magnifying glasses and polish your collections, because this is a story you do not want to miss. Voiceover. To truly appreciate the magnificence of the 2014 Liberty 1 cent, we must first step back and understand its incredible origin. The United States Mint has a rich and powerful history dating back to 1792. Over the centuries, the penny, or 1 cent, has been a canvas for American ideals, evolving through countless designs and compositions. But in 2014, something extraordinary happened. In celebration of the Mint's continued innovation and a nod to America's heritage of liberty, a unique series of Liberty 1 cent coins were produced. What made these coins instantly historic was not just the design or the year, but a breathtaking series of rare minting circumstances that accidentally birthed one of the rarest modern coins in existence. Voiceover. The 2014 Liberty 1 cent coin was supposed to be a standard issue, featuring the classic Lincoln obverse with the words, "In God we trust, liberty," and the date 2014, it resembled its siblings from previous years. But during production, a handful of these coins were struck under very specific conditions that resulted in minute variations invisible to the casual eye but revolutionary to seasoned numismatists. These variations included microscopic doubling in the lettering, a slight off-center strike, and a subtle change in the copper plating that created a lustrous, almost ethereal shine. For reasons still debated among mint experts, these rare pieces entered circulation unnoticed scattered across America, hidden in jars, piggy banks, and grocery store change drawers. For years, no one knew they existed. Voiceover. It wasn't until a sharp-eyed collector stumbled across a strange-looking 2014 penny inlay that the mystery started to unravel. Submitted to leading grading services like PCGS and NGC, the coin received unimaginable scores and mass perfection, proof-like brilliance, and undeniable rarity. And then, the floodgates opened. Auctions erupted. Private collectors battled. Investment firms poured in offers. Each authenticated 2014 Liberty 1 cent of this rare type exploded in value. From humble beginnings at pocket change, it soon climbed to dizzying heights. Today, a single specimen has an estimated market worth of $289 million, putting it among the most valuable coins ever discovered, right alongside legends like the 1933 Double Eagle and the 1794 Flowing Hair Dollar. Voiceover. But how did a modern penny reach such unimaginable value? It comes down to three critical factors: rarity, condition, and historical significance. First, rarity. Estimates suggest fewer than a dozen of these flawless 2014 Liberty 1 cents exist. Compared to millions of normal coins minted, this makes them rarer than some of the most famous numismatic treasures. Second, condition. Unlike older coins that have suffered centuries of wear, these coins appeared fresh, untouched, shimmering in their original mint glory, graded at the highest levels known to coin collecting. And third, and perhaps most importantly, historical significance. The 2014 Liberty 1 cent captures a moment in time when the past and future of American coinage collided. It is a symbol of enduring liberty and a physical piece of the American dream. Voiceover. Today, these coins are not just numismatic wonders. They are investment gold mines. Major financial institutions are quietly hunting them. Museums are negotiating for them. And billionaires are offering fortunes to acquire even a single specimen. Imagine, a coin designed for a value of just 1 cent, now commanding prices that rival famous paintings, historic manuscripts, and royal jewels. The story of the 2014 Liberty 1 cent is a testament to why coin collecting remains one of the most fascinating and rewarding passions on earth. Every coin in your pocket has a story. Some stories, like this one, have the power to change lives forever. Voiceover, think about it. Right now, somewhere out there could be another 2014 Liberty 1 cent sitting unnoticed. In an old coin jar, buried in a forgotten drawer, waiting for the right set of eyes to recognize its hidden fortune. What if that lucky person is you? So next time you get change at the grocery store, take a second and look closer. You might just be holding history, liberty, and nearly $300 million in the palm of your hand. Voiceover. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures. If you enjoyed today's story, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing discoveries, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another episode where we uncover the world's greatest hidden fortunes. Until next time, keep searching, keep dreaming, and remember sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the greatest riches.